to Lady Lions basketball here on CHS TV. Tonight, the Lady Lions are facing the Dracut High School Middies, who are part of the Division II of the Merrimack Valley Conference. Currently, Dracut is sitting at 1-7 overall, 0-5 in the league, and Chelmsford is sitting at 2-2 in the league, 5-3 overall. They are in third place in Division II. However, tonight is the first time in the starting lineup that the junior guard, Hannah Pulse, will not be playing. She hurt her knee versus Methuen, the last win for Chelmsford at Methuen, and that was on the 8th of January, 59-25 win, where we will now be going to the starting fives with Coach Eli.
Starting at guard, freshman number 5, Tatiana Fevry. Starting at forward, freshman number 15, Cameron Blackburn. Starting at center, just a freshman number 53, Iris Alcazar. Starting at guard, a junior number 24, Nikki Anderson. And starting at forward, senior captain number 13, Jessica Gooch. The Middies are coached by Peerwitz. And now for your Chelmsford Lions. Starting at forward, a 5'11" sophomore, number 5, Kate Kruger. Starting at guard, a 5'9" freshman, number 24, Ellen Engwin. Starting at forward, a 5'10" sophomore, number 22, Kat Slattery. Starting at forward, a 5'11" sophomore, number 23, Megan Good. And starting at forward, a 5'10" senior captain, number 11, Ketlin DeSilvio. The Lions are coached by Ken Draco. We would like to thank everyone for coming to tonight's game and remind you all to respect all in attendance by cheering for your team in a positive manner. Students, coaches, and officials have worked hard to prepare for tonight's game and deserve your support. And now, would everyone please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Going back over your starting fives for Dracut, Alcazar, Anderson, Pashoyan, Gooch, and Fearvey. For Chelmsford, Kruger, DeSilvio, Slattery, Good, and Engwin. Your officials this evening is Steve Cicella. We're going with 3, William Paré and James Mitchell. My name is Jeffrey Genziano. I'm filling in for Dan Williams, and you're watching Lady Lions Varsity Basketball on CHS TV. Lady Lions, as I mentioned in the intro, are coming in with a league record of 5-3 overall. 5-3 overall, 2-2 in the conference. In Division II, they are in third place. They are looking to get back to the tournament for the first time since 2016, 17, and 18. They did not make the tournament. Chelmsford, to start off in the first half, will be going left to right on your screen. Bracelets will need to be taken off, all extra jewelry. Nothing can be in your ears, nothing can be on your wrist. Taken off, your jump ball, your tip off. Tap is won by Dracut. Left pass over to the right wing. Number 15, up fake, dribbles, gets cut off. Steal, no steal, remains possession for 3. Number 24, rebound, is broken up, fall to the ground by 53, rebound. And Slattery gets the defensive board. Off Goody's leg, but recovered. Over to the Silvio, into the low block. Number 5 scores, Kruger. First 2 points of the game for Kruger, low block. Works the baseline, bringing the ball up is number 5, Fevery. Gets cut off. Free throw line extended, number 53, Alcazar. Left wing, top of the key, up fake. Almost a turnover by Fevery. Up fake in the paint, floater. Rebound to number 15, offensive board, Watkins. Recovered, no change of possession, Anderson. Back to Fevery, they're gonna reset. Fevery, dribble drive. Gets cut off, 3 again by number 24, misses. Rebound save right off of number 13, out of bounds, Cooch. Great defensive board by Slattery as the ball goes out of bounds. As you see a replay here, she saves it over her back, over her head, and goes right off number 13, Cooch, out of bounds. Over to Engwin. Picks up her dribble. Top of the key jump shot, missed. Over the back, no call by Goody. Recovers in the paint. Gets blocked by number 53, Alcazar. Rebound to 5. Fevery. Traveling violation on Fevery. That's a turnover. 6:13 left to go in the first quarter. 2-0 lead for the Lions as the ball is being brought up by Good. Megan over to the right wing for Slattery. In the low block. Off the glass, nothing. Rebound by Alcazar. Defensive board. Almost gets pushed out of bounds. No foul call. It's a turnover. Fevery will be bringing the ball up. There you see Fevery on your screen. That is Tatiana Fevery. Bringing the ball up is number 24, Anderson. Over to the right wing, 15, Watkins. Fevery back. Up fake. Tries attempt to 3, but great defense by Engwin. Get a steal by number 5, Kruger. All the way in for 2. Kruger with the steal. Turnover by Dracut, and now we have a 4-0 lead for, as you see here, there's your steal on your replay on your screen. Back to live action after that great layup in the paint. Hook driving by number 5, Tatiana, as they are within 2 now. Dracut, 5:15 left to go in the first quarter. Right wing, low block, up fake, no. Dracut reads it well. Jump shot from outside, number 23. Megan scores that. It's now 6-2 lead for Chelmsford. Another attempted 3 off the glass, no good. Ball goes out of bounds off number 53. Alcazar is the attempted offensive board. Number 3 subs. Abigail is coming in for number 5. Sits down, number 15, my mistake. Watkins is out. Running power. Head coach Kevin Branco now in his 19th year. Turnover by number 24, Megan Engwin. Turnover for Chelmsford. Tatiana bringing the ball up for Dracut. Wants on the high post, number 53, Alcazar, but it's another turnover by Alcazar and a steal by 24, Engwin again. She goes all the way in. She'll get fouled. She'll be going to the line for 2. So Alcazar with the turnover, top of the key. And we want a timeout right now by Dracut. Here you see a replay on the steal, and we go into the line when we come back from the first timeout. Shot clock's at 26. There's a little, they're going to run the shot clock down. Double checking if it's working from 30 all the way down. As you see at the top of your screen, you see Dracut's timeout. The attempted, the requested timeout was by Dracut as they're running the shot clock down. That gives us a chance to go over situation for Chelmsford. Last year they were 9-11. This is Kevin Branco's 19th year. Promising newcomers were Natalie Tierney and Ellen Angwin. As you're going to see, Angwin, who has already had a couple of steals, but she's going to the line for 2 as they come back. The foul is on number 5, Tatiana. That's her first, team's first. But they lost last year. Katie Holland, Cassandra West, Shannon McLaughlin, and Rye Edwards-Thomas from last year's Chelmsford varsity lineup. Kevin Branco, 19th year, as I mentioned before. Kevin Witz for Dracut, head coach in his 7th season. Last year he was 2-18. Melissa Iannuzzo, who I'll talk about later on, Emma Walsh and Julia Otsky are both gone from that lineup. They graduated. So what you have is 2 teams that are rebuilding, 2 teams that are in a young process. You have a couple of seniors, especially Dracut losing Melissa from last year, I'll talk about a little later on during one of the next timeouts. At the line for 2 is number 24, Ellen Angwin. First one is good. 1 for 1 is Chelmsford as a team. 4-game winning streak is Chelmsford. We'll talk about that coming up later on as well. Second is good. 2 for 2 from the line. Promising start now for Chelmsford. All the way in, dangerous pass, turnover again by Tatiana, but a big steal by number 23, Megan. As they're working the ball, looking to the low block to number 5, Kruger. Jump shot by DeSilvio. Rebound by Fevery. It's 2 defensive boards by Fevery. In the low block, number 53. But a huge rebound by Katie. As she drives all the way in for 2, but missed. Katie gets her offensive board, brings it back out to DeSilvio, top of the key. Rebound, offensive board in the low block, basket counts and a foul. Kruger now with 6 points as she goes to look to complete the 3-point play. Gets that offensive board. She now has 3. Here's your replay on that great offensive board, and she gets fouled in the low block off the glass, basket counts. And she looks to complete the 3-point play right now. Kruger, sophomore, forward center, just dominating the low block so far tonight. However, nobody boxes out Alcazar now. She has 2 boards. Bringing it back up is Tatiana. Tatiana drives. Nobody picks her up at the free throw line. That bounces in for 2. She now has 4. She has all 4 of the points as Chelmsford is now up 11-4 with 3:25 left to go in the first quarter. For 3. Off the glass, no good. Gets her own offensive, saves it from out of bounds. Slattery gets the offensive board. Low block again. Slattery gets fouled. And that'll be number 24, who simply couldn't get out of the way, Nikki Anderson. And Slattery will go to the line for 2 as she was attempting to put back and basically collided into number 24, Nikki Anderson. Nikki Anderson just couldn't get out of the way. First free throw. Off. Subbing in now is number 1, Reagan Mate. Leaving is 24 with her first foul. Off brick. Alcazar with the board. That's 3. Somebody's going to box her out. Tatiana brings the ball up. 3:02 left to go in the first quarter. Looking high post, low turnover again, almost out of bounds, but saved right into the hands of Kevin Branco. Passes the ball off to the officials. Number 3 checking the ball in, Abigail. Over to Tatiana, top of the key. Nice screen set, uses the screen wisely. Back step for 3 off the glass, really high. Another board by Slattery. That's 2. Look, wide open, fast break, perfectly executed. Number 5, Kruger scores. That's now 8 points for Kruger as she finishes the fast break, fills the lanes. 2:30 left to go in the first quarter. Tatiana over to number 3. Up fake travels. Turnover on Abigail from Dracut. 13-4 lead with 2:28 left to go in the first quarter. Bringing the ball up is number 23, Megan. Passes it off to Slattery. She works the offense. Flashes to the free throw line is number 5, Kruger. Bounce pass in the paint, no 3 seconds called off the glass. Number 23, Megan scores. She now has 4. Just dominating the low block right now, either getting fouls called going to the line or simply posting up as Chelmsford. As Tatiana gets a turnover, double dribble. And that was the great defense right there by Chelmsford as they stepped out to try to eliminate her drive, her dribble drive, or her step back threes. And it was Tatiana who just couldn't. Get. Here's some defensive plays for the first quarter replays as Kruger goes in for 2. Top of the key. Action is live here. Foul will be on number 53 or 1. Let's see who. 53, blue 53, her first, team's 4th. Running inbound play 5. Down the middle of the paint. Basket does not count. Foul. Megan will go to the line for 2. And that's a foul on number 3. Fouls on number 3. Abigail Saint Cartier. Her first, team's 5th. And Megan Goody going to the line for 2. Three for 7 so far. 3 for 6 for Chelmsford so far as a team. Here is attempt number 7 as a team. Number 2 for Megan. She goes 2 for 2. She now has 6 points. And Chelmsford is up 17-4 for 3. High arcing 3. Rebound to Kruger. She has 4. Out on the break, but they hold it up. Looking to make a wise move here. Jump shot, number 22, off the glass. Offensive board. Miss. Another offensive board. A block shot by Alcazar. Offensive board by Megan. And offensive board by Slattery. But all the way in for 2. Over the back. No call. As Alcazar falls down. Hits the deck. But the ball goes out of bounds. Number 13, Jessica Gooch is coming back into the game. Gooch, number 13, forward, senior, coming back in as Alcazar leaves the game with 3 big rebounds and 2 blocks. Gets tripped up again. 16 fouls so far in the quarter, so they're going to be shooting early in the second quarter. That foul will be on number 1, Mate. Her first, team 6th, as Slattery looks to inbound the ball. Over to Slattery, she reworks. Starts her offense. Drive, baseline, up fake. Over the top of the key for 3, up fake, no. Kruger all the way in for 2 off the glass, but the ball, she keeps fighting, gets her offensive board. That's 5. Start again the offense out to DeSilvio. Over to 23, good. Slattery. Another attempted 3 by Megan. Offensive boards. Slips out of Slattery's hand. She's in a little block. Another attempted jump shot. Way off, over the back, no call, but put back in for 2 is Megan. She now has 8 as they're up 19-4 with 23 seconds to go. 1 possession for Dracut. Are they going to run it down? Or are they going to run? Are they going to score quickly? Step back again, 3. Tatiana misses. Board again to Slattery. That's now 4. Behind the back. Bounce pass in the paint. Up fake. 2 seconds left. Gets her own offensive board. And at the end of 1, we have a 19-4 lead for the Lady Lions of Chelmsford. Looking back at their tournament action from 2007 to 2010, Chelmsford did not make the tournament, and this is when your mainstays came in with Claire Marchiani, came into that this part of the team, and you had in 2011 they were the 10th seed at 13-7. First round loss to Cambridge. 2012, again, Chelmsford was 13-7. 2 years in a row, 13-7. They lost, the overtime loss to Lincoln Sudbury in the first round. 2013, they're 8-10, the 17th seed. They lost in a preliminary game to Medford, 52-50. And then you had 3 straight years of domination. 2014, 17-3. First round win over Boston Latin in quarterfinals. They lost to Woburn. 2015, they were 17-3. You lost in the semifinals to Andover. That was a huge loss at Whittier, 56-48. And then in 2016, you were 13-7. And you lost in the quarterfinals to Woburn, who was the eventual North champion, and Woburn lost to Bishop Fien in the Garden. So that was the success of Chelmsford since 2007. They did not make the tournament in 17 and 18. They're looking to get back to the tournament this year with 5 wins so far. Next time out, I'll go over their schedule and with how the success they've had this year. Coming into the game is number 13, Abby. Abby is into the game now for Chelmsford. Number 13, she gets the ball right wing. Number 22 over to Slattery. Up fake, drives. DeSilvio, jump shot. Over the back, no call. 13 gets the offensive board. Jessica, defensive board, drives all the way. No turnover. In floater in the paint. Another miss by Tatiana. And the rebound goes to number 5, Kruger. That is now 7 boards for Kruger. Top of the key, works the offense. Over to Slattery. Up fake, drive, baseline. Gets her own offensive board in the paint, off the glass, miss. Tatiana gets the board. Kruger now with 5 offensive boards, basically on that drive alone. Turnover by Dracut, turnover right back by Slattery as she attempts to push the ball up the middle of the floor. Over for 3 more, gets blocked by number 23. Megan gets a huge block on the attempted 3 by number 24, Nikki Anderson, and just can't convert from outside. DeSilvio looks to feed the post, top of the key now for 3. Air ball, saved by Sari out of bounds. Kruger does not get the offensive board, and it was the miss by Megan from the top of the key. Megan now has 8 points, number 23, and they have a 19-4 lead as the second quarter starts, holding Dracut to 4 points in the first quarter. Baseline, up fake by number 13, drives, looks to pass to Alcazar in the low block, but they don't see her. Alcazar still wants the ball. Floater in the paint, high off the glass, number 22, Slattery gets the board. That's 5 rebounds now for Slattery. Kruger, baseline jump shot off the corner of the backboard, and they hit the top support, but no call by the officials. We got 3 out here. Travel, but they're going to make that call. No, they're calling a foul. No makeup call at all for head coach Peter Witz, who was asking for the ball hitting the top of the support on the last possession for Chelmsford. However, going to the line for 2 will be number 15, Watkins. She misses her first attempt. Number 15, Cameron Watkins, who is a 9th grade freshman. Swish, second basket is in. 1 for 2 from the line is Dracut. Over to 13, Abby. 22 attempts a 3, gets blocked by number 53, Alcazar. That's 3 blocks now for Alcazar. Keeps driving and pushing the ball. Top of the key, number 3, Abigail. Double dribble, please. Cameron Watkins with the turnover. And you don't see that always called as the ball gets into her hands, and that does not count a lot of times as a wobble. But she did give a power dribble and did not recover well and attempted to dribble as Alcazar now sprints all the way down and attempts to make a steal for Chelmsford. Number 2, Sarah. The chances into the game. She comes right off shooting off the bench. Number 13 offensive board is in. That's Abby. 21-5 lead now with 5:25 to go. We're going to get another foul. Foul happy now. They're the officials trying to catch up as it's 6-2 now, the foul advantage. 25. Fouls on Kruger, her first. Team second of the game. Low block is tipped away. Alcazar not make any attempt to catch that ball. It was a great tip away from behind. Chelmsford defense. That should have been a double dribble too. No call. Baseline drive, number 23. Bounce pass in the paint. Turnover by Megan. Bringing the ball up, number 24. She looks to fire again. That should have been a double dribble as well. Picks up her dribble. Alcazar now top of the key. Bounce pass over to 24 again for three. Eventually one's going to go and count it. 24, Nikki Anderson off the glass. 21-8 as we're looking at right now is your lead. Low block, no foul call. Ripped away, try to get the offensive board as Kruger went driving in hard. Here you see a replay of the three off the glass. Top corner of the square will go in every time. 4:31 to go in the first quarter. Defensively, Chelmsford has played an excellent game, forcing bad attempts by the Middies, the Lady Middies, as they attempt to drive. Another three by number 24. Three more, count that. Two in a row, and Branko wants a timeout. He's not happy whatsoever, giving up two straight threes to Nikki Anderson, who missed several in a row. And Branko was questioning one of the calls here, saying it was not a foul. Branko, again, as I mentioned, in his 19th season. So we have Hannah, who got hurt at Methuen. She injured her knee. She's most likely done for the season. Leading scorer, she was your regular starter. Methuen on January the 8th, 59-25. There you see the two threes by number 24, back-to-back by Nikki Anderson. First one was off the glass. That one was a straight switch, which Branko's not happy about. So Chelmsford coming in since their tournament over the holiday break on the 26th of December versus Lowell, 61-47 win. And then the second round of the tournament, the championship game, you played Tewksbury. You won by 2 points, 46-44. Then you went to Lawrence on the 4th of January, 58-42 win. And then your last win at Methuen, 59-25. So now you have your first win at Tingsboro on the 11th of December, 58-41 win. So that makes it 5 wins. So you need 5 more to get into the tournament to win 50% of your games. That's what Coach Branko wants for this team, to get back to the tournament for the first time since 2016. As Chelmsford inbounds the ball. Bounce kick. Tatiana reset that shot clock. Good thing Dan Hart was on that early on, because now we can make sure that shot clock runs down. 4:10 left to go in the half. Kick ball goes all the way down to the curtain. However, if it's not above there at a certain time, you don't reset it, so it stays at 21. Question. Peter Witz is questioning officials. They're cracking up about it, so inside joke between the officials. Bounce pass down a low block. Great defense, but gets her offensive board. Katie Kruger with 6 offensive boards in the first half. Up fake all the way in the paint. Back to return. For good for 3 off the glass. Another board, but Tatiana rips it away. She gets the defensive board. She has 4. They're going to push the ball up, and it goes off. Number 3. San Cartier out of bounds. Turnover as the rest of the team ran up and left her in the dust. Inbound the ball to number 2. She runs her offense. The chance. Top of the key flash. Jump shot. Number 13. Count that. Abby now has 4 points in the quarter. 23-11 is your lead with 3:27 left to go. Tatiana carry. Another turnover. The coaching staff for Dracut was pretty upset about that call, questioning but the ball, basically the rule is if your thumb points to the ceiling, say goodbye. That's a turnover. Over to number 5, Kruger, right wing. Bounce pass, low block, off the glass for 2 is number 23, Megan. She has 10, leading the way. No stopping her. Alcazar gets to get in there, make sure things cannot continue to score. Sweeping right-handed hook in the paint. Nobody boxes out Slattery. She now has 5 defensive rebounds, 6 overall. Turnover. Second turnover for Slattery. This indecision right there as all her other players came around next to her, and she just could not make the right choice for pass into the paint. She gets called for the turnover. Wholesale substitution now for Dracut. Next dead ball into Alcazar. Low block. She just has to make a move, but it's a great defense by Chelmsford. Doesn't allow her to make it. She falls down. Turnover. Alcazar. If she was looking to attempt the ball, just throw it up in the air. Put it towards the basket all the way in for two. Timeout. Dracut. All the way in for two was that number 5. Dan back in the truck. Actually, it's Craig in the truck. All the way in for two is number 5, Kruger. 10 points for Kruger. 27-11 lead with 2:28 to go. Well, I'm just praising you. As I mentioned before, and Melissa Iannuzzo, who graduated last year from Dracut, became the 4th player in the history of the program to score 1,000 points. First to do it since 2002. She's a 3-sport athlete. She plays soccer and lacrosse, honor roll student. Graduated last year, and great effort there. Looking at Melissa, who played 4 years for Dracut, points. So that's what Dracut is missing right now, as you see a tight shot of their bench. Rebuilding process is Dracut currently right now. When you only have 2 seniors, you have Morissette and Gooch. Or your only 2 seniors left over. The rest of everybody is 6 freshmen on your team. So that's what you're looking at right now. Dracut in the league is 0-5, and overall they are 1-7. However, they can get into their tournament with the Sullivan rule, which personally I would eliminate from the rules. But they look at it that way, as if you play more than 50% of your games against larger schools, and you're a small school as far as size goes. That's why that happens. Rebound by Slattery, just rips it away. She gets fouled. 7 rebounds now for Slattery. 1-5 push out of bounds. 1-3. As you see right here on your replay, there's a jump shot. Slattery just rips the ball away. Great box out. And we're going to be going to the line now. Slattery for the 1-1. And Slattery is currently 0 for 2 from the free throw line, with 2:18 left to go in the first half. Sub coming in, and she's going to be coming in for the shooter. That's number 23, Megan. Look for Slattery to put these both in to stop any chance of a fast break for Dracut. Alcazar with the board, but the positive here is Slattery gets to stay in the game. She's saying to Kevin Branco, too bad, I'm staying in. Going to try to get some more offensive boards. As Alcazar falls to the ground, she gets hit by number 5, Kruger, and they're going to call a foul on Kruger. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to be exact. Number 24, actually, Engwin is coming into the game now. She's coming in for 22. Slattery, who has 7 rebounds and 0 points. Incredible effort by Slattery. 5-second call. Could have been then on the inbound. Tipped out of bounds. And number 11, Kate DeSilvio is coming back in. Leaving is Kruger. 10 points for Kruger. 9 boards for Kruger. She leaves. Oh my word, awful. Never moved her pivot foot. Officials are saying that it was James Mitchell saying that it was her pivot foot that slid. And from this vantage point, absolutely not. 27-11 is your score. Power dribble, that could have been called. Right there, there's a travel on DeSilvio. Not a makeup call. Travel. 1:58 to go in the first half. Tatiana looking to score here for Dracut to get some more points on the board before the end of the half. Power dribble. Picks up. Pass over to 15. Watkins. Tatiana gets it back. No progress is made. Another carry could have been called a steal by number 24, Engwin. Jump ball as Alcazar gets hit in the head. She's a little woozy right now. Number 3, Ava is coming back into the game. Number 2 is out. LaChance. Inbound by Dracut. Possession arrow pointing their way. Flip it over. Scorer's table. 1:35 left to go. Almost a turnover. Look in the paint. Beautiful layup. Finds number 15, Watkins, she now has 3. As Watkins scores on the great dish on the baseline, looking for another pass, but almost a turnover. Silvio off the glass. Rebound. 24. Offensive board by 13. Abby, no call. Angwin with the offensive board of previous possession. Steele pushes it back up over to Angwin, out of bounds. Ellen, the ball goes out of bounds. Crowd can't believe it. Number 2 is coming back into the game. LaChance, who has no points, but she's completely controlled the offense every second she has been in the game. Bringing the ball up again. Mainstay, Tatiana. She just can't get into the paint away from any of the Chelmsford defenders. Great defensive game plan by Branco. Alcazar. It's number 2, LaChance with the defensive board. Looking for one shot here. Jump shot, left wing, count that. Number 23, Megan. 12 points leading the way for Chelmsford, and she is sky high right now as the defense again picks up, forces Tatiana to pick up her dribble. 18 seconds on the clock. Baseline, steps out of bounds, turnover. So look for Branco right now to get one shot for the end of the quarter to score over 30. They've scored over 40 in each one of their games this year. So one shot. Sarah LaChance, it's foul, no call, out of bounds. So another attempt. And the coaching staff for Dracut is saying the ball was off him. He's standing right there. And it's Coach Witz just complaining to every official, all 3 that he can. Ball is pushed into the backcourt. One shot at the buzzer for 3. Give the defensive board to number 15, Watkins. That's the half. At the half, you have a 29-13 lead for the Chelmsford Lady Lions varsity basketball team. You are watching Chelmsford Lions Athletics on CHS TV.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
Hola, por favor, una aplicación. Gracias.
Olvídate del drama. Completa tu high school diploma.
¿Se ve bien? Gracias.
Da ese primer paso hacia un mejor futuro. Visita completatudiploma.org ahora para encontrar cursos para adultos gratis.
From this angle, it all makes a star.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore.
Show up
And frustration, a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy. and giving up, impossible.
And then we're gonna turn the lights and everybody look up.
I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought.
Find me one. What's your reaction gonna be? Yeah, exactly.
And unconventional methods
Okay, what else?
common.
This is their world.
There's nothing.
And then they die. Go ahead, go, go, go.
I'm a teacher. I make more.
Hey, it's Ava and this is Tess from Do Your Selfie, where we recreate the hottest looks from today's biggest music videos.
After cleaning out our closet, we have a lot of clothes we don't wear anymore.
Like this old pile of t-shirts.
It's not garbage, it's actually a new rug.
And to make it, all you need to do is cut, tie, and glue.
Cut the t-shirt into strips.
Tie the strips into knots.
And glue the knots to the bath mat. I love it. Give your garbage another life.
And recycle.
Nearly half of all U.S. high school students aged 16 years or older text or email while driving. Motor vehicle crashes are the leading cause of death for U.S. teens. Each day in the United States, more than 9 people are killed and more than 1,153 people are injured in crashes that are reported to involve a distracted driver.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90-mile-per-hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
To Maddie, congrats on paying off all those student loans.
Finally, right?
How'd you manage that anyway?
I started tracking my spending, changed a couple of habits.
Wow, I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck right now. I don't even know how I'm doing it.
Well, have you tried saving a little?
I want to, but where's that money gonna come from? Bill collectors, they're the worst. Am I right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
Not home.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
My new mom and I have a lot in common.
The great outside.
We both love the outdoors.
So shiny.
That's not a flower. We both love geology.
Oh, look. An igneous one.
That's not a rock. And she knows a lot about wildlife.
A labradoodle.
That's not a dog. Hanging out has been kind of fun.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
going back with the halftime stats. For Dracut, 3 points for Watkins, 4 points for Tatiana, and leading the way Nikki Anderson with those 2 threes. Nobody in serious foul trouble except for Abigail, number 3. Rest of the team, just 1 foul for Alcazar and 1 foul for Watkins. 2 timeouts were taken by Dracut. They have 3 remaining for the rest of the game. For Chelmsford, 2 points for Angwin, 4 points for Abby, 10 points for Kate Kruger, and leading the way, 13 points for Megan Good. On the scorebook, her first attempt was a 3, which I thought she was over the line. But that's 3, leading the way. They have 29 overall points. Foul trouble, Kruger has 3. And 2 fouls for number 23, Megan Good. 1 timeout was taken, so a total of 4 left. So 4 timeouts left for Chelmsford and 3 timeouts left for Dracut. On your cameras tonight, we have Kenny Goodwin, Jillian Brennan, Barbeau on camera. And back in the truck, yes, Craig Robinson is back in the truck. Doug is running the replays tonight, so that's your staff, that's your crew. And Emma Walsh is on audio. My name is Jeff Argenziano. I'm filling in for Dan Williams, who's on temporary assignment. Inbound, possession arrow to Chelmsford. They inbound to start the second half. They will be going left to right, or right to left on your screen. Second half, over to jump shot off the rim, ripped away the defensive board by Alcazar. She now has 5. Tatiana still attempts for 3. Gets her own board, eventually somehow winds up in the hands of Tatiana. She misses as well. Offensive board. Branko will not be happy about 3 straight offensive boards. 13, Jessica Gooch got the rebound as well. So it was number 15 who attempted the 3. That was Watkins. She got her own offensive board on that 3 as it bounced all the way to her, all the way out where she was standing. Flashes to the free throw line. Tatiana gets the board. As Kruger flashes to the free throw line and a missed jump shot. Best thing about this announcing space, I got so much room up here. Spread out all my stats. Travel. Number 24, Nikki Anderson hit those 2 straight 3s in the second quarter. However, turns the ball over. Start the third quarter here. Possession now pointing towards Dracut if there was a jump ball. Flashing to the free throw line right side is Kruger. Up fake, power dribble right, gets stopped, up fake in the paint. Baseline, attempted 3. Alcazar just rips it away. Gets the defensive board. Making good. The mystery, Slattery, all the way in, gets fouled, no call, but Slattery count that. Her first 2 points of the game. Basket counts on a foul. She'll go to the line. The foul will be on Alcazar. Her second, team's first of the quarter. Slattery, who's currently 0 for 3 from the line, will be looking to get off that negative point of the game so far for her. Nothing else negative for Slattery as she goes at the line. High on her toes, finishes high, finishes strong, bend and extend from the free throw line. Chelmsford now have a 32-13 lead, hoping to hold Dracut under 20 points for the entire game. That would be a huge accomplishment by the defense of this Chelmsford Lions team. Blocked, 2 blocks by Slattery. She swats it away, but Tatiana ends up with it. Top of the key, power dribble, still like student hesitation. Step back, all the way in for 2. Oh, the foul will be called on Kruger. That's her, that's 4. Yep, it's on Kruger. Foul will be on number 5. That's 4 fouls, so she will be sitting for a long time. As number 15, Watkins goes to the line for 2, and she is 1 for 3 with 3 points. Number 13, Abby Kerbach. As you see a replay here, that's a double block by number 2, Slattery. 2 blocks in the same possession. Free throw goes in. Second one for Watkins. Rebound by Alcazar. She now has 7. Still looking to drive constantly now. And they call a foul on DeSilvio. I would have called a turnover. 2-2. Actually, it's not DeSilvio. It's on Slattery, so that's 2 for Slattery. Ball baseline out of bounds. Steve Murray in the house. Off the glass for 2 is Alcazar. 32-16 is your lead now. Bounce pass by Slattery over to Silvio, left wing. She gets cut off baseline. And they're calling it off. No, they're calling it a traveling violation. Branco is just befuddled by that call. Rolling his eyes. He can't believe that. Neither can I from up at this vantage point. Coaching staff for Chelmsford, Michelle Erickson and Kiara Shaughnessy. Step back, Tatiana off the glass. Eventually, again, like I said, eventually one of those is going to go in. She now has 6. 32-18 is your lead. Foul will be on number 13, Jessica Gooch, her first. Team second of second half, the third quarter. Who scored that last one? Sorry. Top of the key. Nikki. Foul will be called. Alcazar will go to the line. Get a replay on that last offensive set for Chelmsford because I missed who scored that. Nice if we had a PA announcer here. Baseline out of bounds. Gooch will be bringing the ball, checking the ball in number 3. Abigail checking into the game for Dracut as number 5, Tatiana leaves. Step back 3. Gets a piece of it as number 23, Megan Good. That's 2 blocks for Megan now. Baseline. Top of the key. Left wing jump shot. Board by Silvio. Hits the deck. No foul was called. .420 left to go in the third quarter. For 3 more. Count it. Arcing rainbow threes by number 24, Nikki Anderson. She now has 9. Up fake, travel called, turnover on Chelmsford as it's now a 34-21 lead, getting a little too close to Coach Branco's comfort here. As Dracut's bench is pumped up to the highest level as they got that huge turnover. Alcazar dribbling from the, gets blocked by DeSilvio. Incredible block by DeSilvio. As Alcazar thought she had such a step up on you as she drove all the way left side, as you see here. Great timing by DeSilvio, blocks the ball, and it gets saved by Dracut. Baseline out of bounds. Almost a steal, and we do get a steal by DeSilvio. She gets hacked, but no call. DeSilvio with a great steal. Bounce pass into the paint, right into Alcazar. Sweeping right-handed hook, no call is made. Watkins with the board. Turnover all the way up by jump shot in the paint. Beautiful. Number 23, Megan Good. She now has 15. 15 for Megan. Great score off the turnover. Fires up another 3. However, bounces into the hands of number 13. She falls to the floor, Jessica Gooch. 2 by number 3, Saint Cartier. Off the glass. They use the glass wisely, but it's basically head scratching by Chelmsford staff. Branko just head scratching after these great ways of utilizing the glass. You want to go high off the top corner of the square. The ball will win every time. However, that was ricocheting off the high corner of the glass, nowhere near the square. But Tatiana drives all the way, gets blocked by Slattery. That's 3 blocks by Slattery. And what are we calling? Foul will be on number 1. Number 1, Mate. That's her second. Teams right there, pushing the back. Teams third of the quarter. Her second. Tatiana tries. Travel. No call. And DeSilvio in the paint off the glass. DeSilvio, great recovery off the possible turnover. And DeSilvio off the glass. Look at that. Power dribble in the paint off for 2. Tatiana tries to match her with 3. Battling for the board. Number 23 gets the offensive board. Megan Good gets a defensive board. However, they get tie up for the jump ball right after that, so she does get credited for the rebound. And then the immediate tie up. Baseline out of bounds. Should have shot that 3. Number 1, Mate in the paint. Alcazar. She now has 4 points, and it's cut to a 38-25 lead with 2:15 to go. Remember, Chelmsford is playing without their best player. DeSilvio says, I'm playing even stronger. Power board by number 3, Abigail. However, tied up, so Chelmsford gets the ball in the alternating possession arrow with 2 minutes to go. Third. Baseline out of bounds, Chelmsford. Over to the left side, looking for a 3 right now for Megan for 3. And it's going to be 3 shots. Fouls on number 13. Gooch. Will be 3 shots for Megan, who's currently 2 for 2 from the line. That's the problem with 3 officials, because each one of them has their areas that the 3 officials cover of their area, and that's what head coach Peter Witz was asking, saying that was not your call. And saying yes it was, that was my angle. 1 for 2 so far. 3 for 4 is Megan Good. She makes good of it, having 15 points, looking to make it 16. Brings it up to 40. So every game this year, Coach Branko's team has scored at least 40 points. Actually, no, my mistake. Only one game they did. Joe gets it, makes good ball. Travel. Only 1 game against Central Catholic, a loss. The second game of the year, 43-38 loss. That was the only game that Chelmsford did not score over 40 points in the game. But incredible defense today, keeping this team to 25 points, who has such an active, athletic sense in their head. Driving all the way off the side of the backboard, over the back, no call, Alcazar. She goes in, a clean block, but no. Clean block. Alcazar going now to the line. Coach Branko wants an explanation of that. Over the back, no call was made. Clean block by number 13, Abby, out of bounds. No call. They said it was a foul. So at the line is Alcazar. And for 1, that's 5 points. Five points for Alcazar. 1:26 left to go in the third. Great form to start off as Alcazar, but does not follow through. If she follows through, she'll be more consistent from the line. Keeps that hand straight up after the releases. Almost out of bounds. Oh, great jump shot by number 23. Making good. Great look by DeSilvio. Finds her open. DeSilvio playing an excellent game herself. Trying to stop Alcazar right now. Rake to the back. No call. Turnover. Dracut as Slattery brings the ball up. Picks up her dribble. Power dribble. Baseline jump shot. DeSilvio puts it right in their face. That's 4 for DeSilvio as she sprints up the court with 40 seconds to go. Pumped up after getting completely fouled the previous possession. Retaliating back with offense of her own. Tatiana with the step back. Offensive board by Abby. Defensive board all the way in for 2. Power board. Be a foul on DeSilvio. So it's a foul on DeSilvio. Power rebound. 4 rebounds now for Watkins with 21.9 left to go in this quarter. 16 fouls by Chelmsford. Inbound to Tatiana. As they look for one shot with Alcazar on the bench. Flashing to the paint is number 13, Gooch. She wants the ball. Sylvia looking to stop her in the block. Off the glass hard, and credit again, defense by DeSilvio, who's playing out of position. At the buzzer, blocked by number 3, Abigail. That's her block, so at the end of 3, it's a 44-26 lead. So you look to Dracut. They have not made the tournament the last couple of years, so 2018 and 17, no tournament. Here come your third quarter highlight package. There's your block we talked about so heavily by Slattery. So Dracut in 2007 to 2010, they did not make the tournament. 2010, they were 13-9. They were the 9th seed. First round loss to Tewksbury, 49-47. 2011, they were 7-13 with the Sullivan rule. They were the 16th seed. First round loss to Reading from 12 to 13, no tournament. 14, they were 10-10. 13th seed, first round loss to Wilmington. They got to the quarterfinals. They lost to Hamilton, Wenham, and Dan Curran, 72-44. So Dracut in the tournament. Last time they made the tournament was 2016, 10-10, the 12th seed. They lost to Swampscott in the first round. They did not make the tournament in 15, 17, or 18, so they're looking to get to the tournament this year under the Sullivan rule since they only have one win so far. So their attempts to get anywhere beyond the quarterfinals has not happened since 2002. Quarterfinals loss in 14 to Hamilton Wenham, 72-44. So that was their attempt to get to the tournament this year. Is going to be very difficult with this young lineup, so they're building for a long run in the tournament. Board by number 24, Ellen. That's 2 rebounds. In the paint, wide open. DeSilvio gets her own offensive board. Offensive board by Abby as well. Defense by Dracut has definitely stepped up in this quarter to start off. That's going to be a foul on number 23, making good. That's her 3rd personal foul. As you see the up fake, I would say clean block as well. But number 15, Watkins going to the line for 2. She is currently 2 for 3 from the line. It's in. Two for 2. 44-28 is your lead. Now in the fourth quarter. Oh, block, double teaming DeSilvio in the paint, and she gets out of there cleanly. She looks to open. Flash to the free throw line is number 2, Sarah. She scores, who's had an incredible defensive game. Gets her first 2 points of the game, Sarah LaChance. Offensive board, number 3, Abigail. Kicked out of bounds off Dracut's leg. Here comes 24, Nikki Anderson, also Alcazar, both into the game, leaving Abigail, number 3, and number 1, Mate. Abigail with 2 points, Mate with no points, however, 2 fouls, and incredible forces for turnovers. Walking the ball up the court now, number 23, Megan Good. Up fake. DeSilvio off the glass. Beautiful pass to number 13. Abby, now she has 6. As we now have a 48-28 lead, back up by 20. Baseline up fake. Beautiful pass. Baseline jump shot. Count that. Number 24, Angwin, now has 4 herself. (50-28) lead for the Chelmsford Lady Lions. Next time out, get your calendars ready on your phone. If you use the traditional way of having a calendar on your refrigerator, get those ready. I'm going to give you some dates for the MIA tournament because you're going to be seeing these Lady Lions in there, and you want to get these dates ready. Keep them written down. Offensive board by number 24, Megan Angwin. Sub 3, Abigail back. 15 out, timeout. Dracut. So important dates to look up as the MIA tournament is going to happen in the next month of February. The cutoff date for your schedules will be Thursday, February 21st. That Friday the 22nd during vacation week, you will have the pairings that take place. For the North, boys and girls will be done by Larry Keller down at the MIA and at their banquet rooms. And in that time, you will have at the MIA office on the 22nd at 9:30 a.m. It is open to the public if you want to go there and watch the process. First round will occur the following Monday, back from vacation, so that'll be the 25th of February. First round will be the 25th and 26th, Monday and Tuesday. If you advance to the quarterfinals, it'll be later on that week. Sectional finals occur between the weeks of the days of March 7th and Saturday, March 9th. State semifinals are at the Garden, North and South versus South. Hopefully they split the Garden games again with boys and girls on Monday and Tuesday of March 12th. Actually, Tuesday the 12th and Wednesday the 13th is the Garden. And then the state finals are Friday, March 15th and Saturday, March 16th in Springfield. So that's, get your dates set. Write those dates down. You will be heading there. Deep 3 by number 23. Count it. Megan Good is just short-circuiting the scoreboard and running out of room. Is my scorebook for Megan for 3 more. Count that. Nikki Anderson now all 3s in this game, and Kevin Branco is saying, can we get out on her, please? For 3 more, matching it, count it. Megan Good proving to everybody that she's the top 3-point shooter in this conference. Incredible shooting performance. But Alcazar says you can't stop me in the low block. As Alcazar now brings it to a 56-33 lead with 4:50 to go. Alcazar gets a steal. So there's no stopping Alcazar right now. Step back again, Tatiana, off the glass, no good. You can't stop DeSilvio. That's 4 rebounds now for DeSilvio. 2 timeouts remaining for Dracut. DeSilvio jump shot. Over the back. Could be a foul on number 13. Fouls on number 13, Abby. That's her first. Chelmsford playing in Division 1. Dracut in Division 2. Going to line will be number 3, who has no free throw attempts so far, 1-on-1 situation. Chelmsford's over the limit. Dracut can't be too happy with that, with this lead. looking to complete the three-point play. One and one, not the three-point play. 35. Break it now for points. Travel, no call. Yes, they did get her on that one. A little too over anxious. Currently, Chelmsford is the 9th seed in the Division I North with their 5 wins. Travel, no call off the glass for 2. Tatiana now with 8 points. Just matching right now points as they can't cut into this lead because they're not stopping defensively. Silvio gets a shot off over the back. Number 3. Yes, foul. Number 3, Abigail. Her third. Going to the line should be Chelmsford right now. And the staff right here is saying, no, they call a jump ball. How's that a jump ball? Thank you to Jillian Kenny tonight on camera, providing just tremendous video for all of those to see around the world. The Silvio jump shot. Offensive board. Out of bounds. Turnover on Abby. Out of bounds. Next time out, if there's one, I'm going to run down the alignment so you know who you're competing against when you're looking to be who you will have in the tournament matchups for Chelmsford, because they definitely will make the tournament, as they have. Foul will be on number 13. Abigail. Abby. Checking in now is 3. Huracano. Leaving 11 to Silvio. Ava going back to, Tatiana going back to the line. This is going to be 1-1. 1-1 situation. She has no free throws so far in this game. Makes her first. Remaining games for Chelmsford. You have 5 wins so far. You got Methuen again. You got Lawrence. You got Dracut again at Dracut. So looking for definitely 10 wins this team's going to get. Playing the way they're playing right now. Stepping up after a huge injury. Alcazar stepped up in this quarter. Huge injury to Hannah. But Chelmsford just stepping up today, providing all the power they need to score. Power into the paint. Tatiana rips it away. 9 boards for Tatiana. She goes all the way, but passes it out again for 3 more. Arcing rainbow almost hits the ceiling. Tatiana gets another offensive board. Foul will be on number 23, Megan Good. That's 4. .25 points for Megan Good. Point to the line is 13. Going to the line for 2. That's Gooch. Or Gooch. She's 1 for 1. Sub in. Still fighting. His wits. Attempted steal off the press, but does not fool Chelmsford whatsoever, as Megan scores 2 more as they break the press with ease and have a 58-42 lead. For 3. Hits the score, hits the clock. So right now the number 1 seed in the North is Andover, followed by Arlington, Belmont, Beverly, Billerica, Boston Lion, Cambridge. Central and Chelmsford is number 9, and the 10th team is Everett. So those are your teams. That's your top 10 right now in the North. Jump shot. Offensive board by number 13, Abby. Up fake into the paint. Off the glass, no good, but rips the offensive board away as Kruger. 10 boards now for Kruger. She's going to go to the line. You got to give credit to Peter Witz, who gave up 10 points to Kruger in the first half. Kruger got no points so far in the second half until right now. She has the 4 fouls, but still when she was in here, they held her. So you give Dracut the positive effort there. However, she says it's not for long as Kate scores. First. What was that? Get a replay of that possession, guys. What did I miss? Tatiana. Jump shot by 15. Watkins. Did Kruger score in that last play? All the way in. Kruger saying, "You're going to stop me baseline." Alcazar rips away the board. 8 rebounds now for Alcazar. Double dribble. Travel. No, travel call. Tatiana turnover. There's too many to talk about. So in that last possession, Kruger got 1 free throw. Was it a lane violation? I don't think she scored on that play. Inbound, attempted again. Press. Chelmsford just breaks it with ease, all the way in for 2. She's going to go to the line, number 13. Abby, she now has 6, going to the line for 2. Foul will be on number 13. Jessica Gooch, her 3rd. Team's well to the limit, but it doesn't matter on this play because it's 2-shot foul. 1:19 left to go in the game. Make that 62. Miss. Defensive board to number 15, Watkins. All the way in. Turnover, Watkins. Great steal by number 2. A chance. Look to recover, brings it back out. Chelmsford with a minute to go in this game. Looking to kill the clock. Up fake, Kruger. Hook. Score that by 13. Abby gets the offensive board. And the second one because she got blocked. 64-44 lead. Missing. Gets the offensive board. Number 15 goes all the way in for 2. Bounces away. Chelmsford looking to pull it out. Slattery. Bounce pass to number 3. Ava for 3. Number 2. Back rims it. A chance. Jump ball. Possession to Chelmsford. No, it's ball for Dracut. Now into the game. 14. Abby Angwin and number 15. Maya, number 10. With 1 possession to go for Dracut. Count it down. In the paint, flashes, looking for a hook. Great defense by Chelmsford, does not allow it. Maya gets the board. At the buzzer, it is a 64-44 victory for the Chelmsford Lady Lions. That gives them now 6 on the season. I'm going to add these scores up. Give you a chance to listen to the outfield here. 34-second highlights. I'll let those breathe and you can watch them on your own. And I'm going to add up the stats here. Hope you guys all enjoyed the highlights as I continue to add up my scores here. We'll let you still listen to the outfield. Okay, running down the stats for Dracut. 2 points for Gooch. 4 points for Abigail, number 3. 8 points for Cameron Watkins. 9 points for Tatiana, your point guard, number 5. And Alcazar with 9. Leading the way is Nikki Anderson with all threes for a total of 12. They went 10 for 13 from the free throw line. For Chelmsford, 2 points for Sarah LaChance, 3 points for Catherine Slattery, but it's not explained what Slattery did in this game. She had 3 huge blocks with 7 rebounds. Angwin, 4. DeSilvio with 4. DeSilvio with a huge defensive game on Alcazar, playing a much larger player. She had 6 boards and 4 points. 9 points for Abby, number 13. 11 points for Kate Kruger, who played the second half in foul trouble. She had 11 points and 10 boards. And leading the way is Megan Good with 27 points and 2 huge blocks. They were 8 for 16 from the free throw line, so that's something that Coach Branco will have to improve on. And he won't be happy about the 8 for 16 from the line. So with this, Dracut falls to 1-8, and in the conference they go to 0-6. So most likely they will not be in the Sullivan Rule. And Chelmsford ties up Haverhill. We'll see what Haverhill does tonight at 3-2 in the league, and they now have their 6th win, 6-3. 6-3 on the season. And their next game will be on the 15th of January at Tewksbury, and then after that, the 18th of January here at home, Haverhill. Today is the 11th of January. My name is Jeffrey Genziano. I've been filling in for Dan Williams. Jillian and Kenny have been on the cameras. They're giving you the pictures you've seen tonight. Craig is back in the truck. And you have been watching Lady Lions basketball on CHS TV with a win for Chelmsford, 64-44 victory tonight on the 11th of January of the year 2019. Thank you for watching.